Alright guys, so as I said, we're back today with part 4. We're going to go explore the Lanayru province. We're going to go check out this temple first. And just make sure that we've done everything that we needed to do. After that, we'll see about making our way down into the Lanayru province. Kyo, if you need to send him back down to me, he's welcome to sit on my lap for a little while. I'm beginning to suspect that DLC does not like this arrangement on Tuesday nights. Okay, let's check this out. Did we need to do anything in here, or... Okay, no, we placed it, and then that activated the portal. So now we can get down to the surface. Alright. That was interesting. Definitely not what I was going for. So, on the Zelda news, there was a Nintendo Direct today. Did everybody get the opportunity to watch that? Because they announced the title, finally, of the Breath of the Wild sequel. It's Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I did not actually get to watch the Direct. I was still at work. But all the same, I'm pretty excited. They didn't really give us a lot to go off of with the trailer in terms of gameplay, but they've been showing us bits and pieces of the game up to this point anyway. And the release date is actually like right near my birthday, so kind of thinking it makes for a wonderful birthday present to me. And I'm also realizing that we don't really have a lot of time before the game comes out. We don't have a lot of time to wrap up this series either, so might need to double down our efforts again. Report, Master Sarge. We have arrived in Lanayru Mine. This arid region was transformed into a desert over the course of several hundred years. My projections show that Zelda must have traveled through this area. You reckon, Fee? I keep forgetting how much better the remaster is from the original. Shoot, got away. So every time that I load this up, I'm always amazed at how good it looks. It is a pretty good area. I I gotta say that it's pretty fun. I like some of the puzzles here. Definitely feels a little bit more fleshed out than some of the other areas, but I suppose that's usually expected with most games, is that when you get started, the first area or two usually aren't spectacular. There isn't like a whole lot of detail because they don't want to overwhelm players. And as you get further into the game, you can find more. But yeah, this definitely has, I'd say, a good amount of substance to it. Steel, thank you so much for the resub. With the Twitch Prime. How are you doing this evening? How about those new games coming out? I am very much looking forward to them. I did get to catch some of the state of play just before before I started my stream, and I got to see the God of War trailer. It looks like that will be pretty awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And Seal, I was just saying that since all the plans look to be falling through for D&D, there's I'd say probably a good 60% chance, if not more, of us doing some God of War Friday night instead of doing D&D. So let's see, we need to smack this. Just making dinner? Yeah, it's pizza night for us. Gotta love Tuesdays. Tuesdays are our designated pizza night. It's just what's easy. Where did you come from? Zzzt. We're here collecting timeshift stones and transporting them to Lanera mining facility. Stay away from the blue stones, Zerp. They're too dangerous for humans. Thank you, Fee. I am able to confirm that a timeshift has occurred within this space. Really? What'd you think? How'd you suspect that? Any impact of the blue stones creates a sustained temporal disruption field in the surrounding area. Readings show that this area is in the past time state. So it would seem. Do not interfere with mining operations. Stop talking to me, Zerp. And they're so polite, aren't they? Oh, hey. Gonna be lurking? Alright, sounds good, Metal King. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see how long that lurk lasts for, shall we? Picked up an ancient flower. Robots are pretty rude, right? That's a minecart for transporting timeshift stones. They're not for human use, so get lost. But what if I want to get into it? They could be for human use, you just have to believe. Huh? You're looking for work? Get rid of that funny-looking hat and come back with a helmet. So for anybody who watched the Sony State of Play or the Nintendo Direct, what would you say that you're most looking forward to? I know I'm pretty biased when it comes to Zelda, so obviously that's going to be my response, but I was also very excited to see some of the N64 classics that are coming, including the first 3 Mario Party games is going to be pretty dope, and Pokemon Stadium. Some of those games were my jam back in the day, not to mention the iconic 007, GoldenEye 007. Oh, hello. What have we got here? Octopath Traveler, Zelda, Fire Emblem, all our favorites. Demio seems interesting. I didn't see for Demio. If I'm even saying that right, I might not be. No, I did try to watch the direct. I got only a little bit of the stream to load, and just enough to see the comments of people people were making saying that they blaming Nintendo for not porting Elden Ring, and I'm like, how on earth do you guys suppose that the Switch is supposed to be powerful enough for Elden Ring? People are just goobers sometimes. Make incredible demands. Demio was in early PlayStation State of Play. Oh, okay. Yeah, I only caught part of the State of Play. I didn't get to see very much of it. So Mellar, I was debating a little bit of a trade-off. I would like to watch you do a Majora's Mask randomizer, and in exchange, how would you like to watch me struggle through a Wind Waker randomizer? Miniature VR game. I'll have to look at it. No deal? Aww. Well, that's not very fun. Oh, shoot. Sadly, I needed that monster part, and it's just gone. It's just gone. What is it about Majora's Mask that's got you so worried? I think maybe you said previously that you haven't really played Majora's Mask all that much. Is that right? Get bombed. Played twice. Well, then I say it's time to do the randomizer. Now, I was telling Kyo on my break, it's kind of interesting when it comes to randomizers, because when it comes to the randomizers, you and Moon know a lot more about it than I do. But when it comes down to the vanilla game, I feel like that's more my strong suit, and that I tend to know more about these games than you or Moon when it comes down to just the vanilla. Makes for some interesting pairing. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I have not had nearly enough water today, if we're being completely honest. Half-Life Alex. Your connection not doing pretty good? It might also be my bitrate. I do see that it looks like my bitrate might be a little unstable too, so if everybody's having connection problems, then it's probably me. It looks like it's leveled out, but... sometimes I feel like our connection in the house is just trash. Ooh, yes. We need that. We are hangry. That might do it. That has seemed to be the theme lately, is that when he gets to be unruly like that, it usually comes down to food. And the kid's favorite things is barbecue chips. And grapes, right? Only eat in his chair. Which sometimes he doesn't want to be in his chair. And that is also hard. Is that gonna make it all the way where we need it to go? As a matter of fact, it will. Perfect. There we go. This is a fun area, isn't it? Ouch. Not so fun when you're getting munched on by Deku Babas, though. There we go. Just trying to figure out what the special code is for today. Sometimes it's like that. Life of 2-year-olds, right? Oops. I don't see many humans around here. Are you interested in time shift stones? Weep. Might be. And in some other random news, I finished my first playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered yesterday. Saw it through to conclusion. You know, surprisingly, I thought that it would be a lot more difficult. Although, if we're being completely honest, I did kind of cheese the ending a little bit. I made it all the way to the last boss of the game, and before fighting him, I found that there's actually a major exploit in the game that allows for a player to basically just use an infinite or nearly infinite amount of souls, and just boost their stats ridiculously. So, using this exploit, I was able to gather up a lot of the resources that I need to work towards platinum, and furthermore, making it so that I was 3 times the recommended level for the final boss too. So he was easy. He got me once because I wasn't being very smart, but other than that. All in all, though, even before I did that, the game wasn't really being too terrible, in my own opinion. I probably didn't even need to go that far. I probably would have been just fine. But when there's such a blatant cheat in the game, you're just kind of like, really? Let's just activate Dark Souls easy mode. I'm okay with that. Yes, V, you can call me out on it. No, I'm not ashamed. Well, now I get to do it on New Game Plus, which will be harder. We are about to where I was watching Melar play. Have you ever known shame? Maybe. You see, the thing is, V, I know what I'm about. So... I've confirmed numerous areas of sink sand. You should step in... should you step in sink sand, you may be swallowed by the desert. As a safety measure, I recommend you check the terrain on your map. I would just like to point out one more time, which one of us finished Nimpai's adventure? My ratings indicate that Zelda has passed through here. I suggest reuniting with her quickly to determine the motivations behind her actions at Elden Province. If it counts for anything, V, I did do Elden Ring without cheating. A solid 126 hours worth of Elden Ring. And the only boss that I had friends come assist me with... Actually, I didn't have any of my own friends assist me. I summoned cooperators to assist with defeating Malenia, and that was about it. Oh, but speaking of friends that were with me for Elden Ring stuff, how's it going, Iron? Hello to you as well. How's your sword coming along? Imagine you're probably at work right now, aren't you? We'll try and keep the smithing chatter to a minimal, since I know that Melar is not a particular fan. Seeing how he has a coworker that wants to ruin it for everybody else. It's a pain. I think Kyo finally has a concept for a design for that axe head. Now we just need to figure out some time in which to actually do it. Right. I think if we're not careful about where these drop at, then they become useless, essentially. Oh, yeah, the remakes for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, that would have been really cool, or at least just ports. Personally, as I had chatted with a couple of others, I was not expecting those at all. Those were some phenomenal rumors, but that's all I could chalk them up to in the end, is they are just rumors. And without any proper confirmation. Of course, we can't count on anything reliably until it is stated. There's just this interesting trend lately. It used to be that if information went out, it wasn't really... it didn't have to be held as incorrect. But false information game just feels like it's really been on a rise lately. There's been so much false information. It's kind of crazy, actually. And a bit sad. I think people more or less just find some sense of sick satisfaction in disappointing other people. That is very unfortunate, but, you know, it definitely got people's hopes up to hear the idea that Nintendo might be doing this, and it's like, Nintendo didn't say it, we don't believe that it actually is true. Now, and anymore, I have to be wary about what I share and under what context on my Discord server, because Power likes to remind me frequently that just because something is going around doesn't necessarily make it true. So usually I just share things more or less as conversation starters, and it's all under speculation. None of it's actually anything I'm expecting to actually happen, unless it's been stated by the developers directly. It's always true. Nobody ever once has ever lied on the internet. Never once. Never, not once. Go fetch us some rupees. Okay. So it's been a minute since I've done this part. I'm just trying to remember. I seem to recall being able to grab a hold of those bombs, but I think we had determined in a previous session that that is actually an upgrade for the flying beetle contraption. Got them both. Nice. 2 sand cicadas. So, a quick question for King. In order to return to the to this location, if I go up to the sky, would I need to have first visited the statue before I can come back down to it? Or did they take that into account? So if I use the Zelda amiibo to return to the sky, do I need to have... Would I have needed to stop at that statue first before I can use it when coming back down? Shoot. Yeah, we're, oh, wait. Maybe that's my solution right there. Probably shouldn't have jumped down, though. And it's looking like we're gonna get attacked the moment that we turn, or the moment that we activate this. Help! Dang it. Ow. How's it going, Azzy and Trina? Yeah, I think it's my bitrate, Steel. My internet connection is being a little shoddy at the moment, so I think that the problem is actually from my side. If it gets bad enough, I can reset the network. Pretty tired? I can appreciate that. If you hadn't come along, they would have, if you hadn't come along, they'd have sucked all the electricity out of me. Oh, look at that, you have a beetle. Appears to be an older model of Leneru fabrication. As thanks for saving me, I will upgrade that for you. Give it here for a second. Internet trouble? Yeah. I might need to reset the network. Alright, so now we can pick up some larger things with the with the beetle. Added a pincer modification so you can grab things. Be careful out there. I think we will probably do just that. See, now we can do this. Oh, all that effort for rupees. Oh, little robot. Thursday is the 7-year anniversary of Undertale. Wolf and I are going to be streaming it. Really? That's pretty neat. I guess it has been around for a little while, hasn't it? I've heard good things about Undertale, but I don't know that it really holds much interest for me. Seems like an interesting game, though. But when you do stream it, feel free to promote yourself on the Discord channel so that everybody knows. Don't stream it. Why not, Melar? What thing do you have against Undertale? Why don't you particularly care for it? Oh, okay. Oh, you're also gonna record and drop on YouTube? Sounds like a good plan. That's been working out pretty okay for me so far, I think. I don't have a whole lot of people that watch my stuff on YouTube, but in case anybody is interested in catching previous VODs, I have been steadily trying to upload content directly to the YouTube. So if you do command YouTube... Did you save the rolls from last night? No, I ate them. I ate all 3 of them. The 3 that were there. I know that one of them was yours, but I didn't want one to go to waste. Sorry. But if you do command YouTube, it brings up a link for the YouTube channel where you can access my prior VODs if there's ever something that you would like to watch. Yeah, you can always go back to it and see it again, or if you missed anything, it is there for anybody else's enjoyment. So, shoot. Sorry, Keo. Found a niche of fandom that's pretty chill. Yeah, sometimes having the community makes a big difference. I definitely feel that way about my Zelda playing. I'm certainly glad that I've come into contact with Moon and Melar through our love of the Legend of Zelda. I feel like it's been a lot of fun being able to share my love for this series through streaming. Really, it was Zelda that made me want to really start doing this in the first place. When COVID was first a thing, we had been watching another friend that has kind of taken off as a partner now, but we were kind of interested, and I'd been interested maybe in doing some streaming, but watching her do it made me kind of decide that I definitely would like the opportunity to to get out there and do my own thing. And really, my first stream was Resident Evil, believe it or not. I streamed some of the Resident Evil remake from the first one. It was available on PS4, and so I just used the built-in PS4 streaming option, and that was my first time on Twitch with doing my own thing. But after I got started with that and did a little bit of that, I realized, you know, this is actually a lot of fun, but really, Resident Evil isn't like my main thing. So I branched off and decided at that point, you know, it's time for me to embrace the Zelda streamer identity. And really, since then, it's just been so much fun. I know that we've been doing Zelda titles now for over a year, but I am still not tired of it. I do not tire of streaming Zelda. Objectionable part of the fandom is probably rampant problematic shipping. I see. Hey, people just, you know, have opinions on who should be with who. And for whatever reason. And sometimes that reason is just to see how lewd we can be. Oh, I have no doubt that Steel would probably have some kind of an aneurysm or stroke or something. Anytime Steel sees anything that isn't, at least in 1080p anymore, he's just like, oh, my eyes! You're playing that super old game that has not been made new? And it doesn't even have to be old. If it just looks old, it's like a protest. It's like the meme I shared in my Discord server today. I take full, the word isn't accountability, but I will completely accept that I have become kind of the same, unfortunately. But the meme is that at last the scroll of truth, and he unfurls it, and what the text on the scroll says is that games in 30 frames per second are playable. PC and PS5 gaming, unfortunately, has made me a little bit more of a graphic snob than I used to be. But now I'm like, oh yeah, if it's not running 60 frames per second, it kind of falls a little bit further into the backlog, unfortunately. Most objectionable part for me was all the backseating, spoiling, and role-playing. Really. So, that sounds to me then that perhaps the community loves the game so much that they'll come and watch any new person play it, but they want you to experience it the same way that they experienced it. Is that maybe what you're saying? How does this just keep getting so far off of focus? Man, they got away too quickly. If I was to ever play it, it would be on my own. Fair enough. Let's see if we can get any more of these. Got it. It is that kind of graphics on purpose and not out of necessity. It is different. That reminds me, I need to, I've got a handful of games that I would really like to get around to doing. Some of you guys have seen my impressive backlog. I say impressive instead of intimidating because, you know, I really don't know why. But among that list is actually a couple of games that are a little bit on the older side that I think would actually be a lot of fun, either for stream or for doing on my own time. But among that includes Legend of Dragoon and the original Dragon Quest. Earthbound? You know, I have never really had much of an interest in Earthbound. I suppose my mind could be changed, but it's never been one that I've had a horrible interest in seeing through for myself. Some fans are very passionate about the Golden Route being the only way to play. So this is a multiple choice game then. It's not like any one linear path is determined, so you won't have the same outcome regardless of what you do. You have to be a little more methodical, maybe. Been a minute since we've saved, so let's go ahead and do that. Many endings. Yeah, so that can be a very hard thing, especially with games that have more than one ending. The reality is that I think some people just experience the game in such a way that is just, it delights them, and really it just makes them want everybody else to have the same experience that they had with that game. I think, if I remember correctly, we talked about this on the Chatisfying episode that I was part of, but we discussed a little bit about backseat gaming. People kind of look at the game through, you know, their rose-colored glasses, and the thing about a game is that if it's a phenomenal game and you love it, you'll never get to have quite the same experience with it ever again. Once that opportunity to see a game through to its full completion is gone and over with, you know, you appreciate the journey, phenomenal story, but as many times as you try, you'll never experience it the same way ever again. And I think what happens is that as viewers have come to experience the story their way and come to love the game for the experience that they had, they almost want to press that experience on other people so that they can live it vicariously through somebody else and see if they can get that same sense of satisfaction of seeing somebody else's genuine reaction to the same things that they experienced. Let's Plays have literally been bullied off the internet by rabid Undertale fans for not choosing the Golden Route. Thankfully, stay away from that. I stay away from that side of the fandom. And that's good. It's important to make sure that anybody who's experiencing something for the first time be allowed the opportunity to actually experience it themselves. So it's kind of unfortunate that Undertale gets plagued by fans who think that there is only one way to play the game. Especially when the developers intentionally made the game so that there were multiple options. I know we're gonna need some more of those dragonflies, but I can't remember for what. So yeah, that's always a little unfortunate, but what's up, V? That's my name, don't wear it out. Good side of the fandom is a ton of fun. There's a huge community of fan-based content that's super creative. It seems like it would be something simple enough to make additional projects out of. So, you know, I might take a look into it. If you want to provide me with a couple of resources to look at, I'd be more than happy to take a look at that. Issue, you mentioned the fan base being not very appealing, but the game also punishes you for the choices you make. I see. So, in Undertale, then, if you don't make the right choices in the game, then there's a consequence for it? Is that what you're saying? Oh, because the Undertale sucks. So because you choose to play the game your own way, that's unacceptable, is what you're saying. So maybe that's a big contributing factor to the reason why. I think I get it now. So not only do people want to make sure that you experience the game their way, but on top of that, they don't want you to say that their game sucks, because if you make choices with bad consequences, then yeah, then I could see how they'd berate you for saying that their game is bad. It's like, no, my game isn't bad. You just didn't play it right, and that could be a horribly frustrating thing. Dang it! These stupid bugs keep getting away from me. Still, though, that's not very nice. Game gives you plenty of warning. Yeah, as long as, like, if it makes sense that your negative action has a negative consequence, then no, that doesn't deserve to be, you know, talked about in, you know, or like, as this game really sucks because I killed such and such NPC and now I can't do this thing. There's actually a lot of that in Dark Souls, too. Dark Souls, Elden Ring. If you kill certain NPCs, things happen. It might not ultimately affect the ending outcome of the game, but there are pieces of the game that get changed because of your interactions with NPCs. And if you choose to be a dillweed about things, I'll be soft because I know some people don't particularly like cuss words. But if you happen to be a particular dillweed in some of these games, then yeah, you can expect for there to be some negative consequence. It's not that much of a free spirit game. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, if you're intentionally being a butt in the game and just trying to see what you can get away with, and the game punishes you for that, you fully deserve that. You didn't have freedom from the starters. I guess I wouldn't know without actually playing it, so I'd probably have to look into it. Azzy, feel free to share some of that Undertale info in my chit chat on my server, because I'd definitely be interested in taking a look at it. I don't even know where I would start, to be honest. I suppose people have different opinions on how the game does things. Undertale sucks. There's something, only the one route. I don't know. Like I said, I have very little context to go off of. Good to see you, bud. Seems like you pop up everywhere, though I am one to talk. Anyway, bud, there is something I am dying to tell you. It is the discovery of the century. This is a sacred place known as the Temple of Time. I could not believe my eyes when I saw a human who lives on the legendary Isle of the Goddess. It wore clothes just like the ones written about in the ancient manuscripts, and it looked just like you, bud. It came with another person, and they entered the temple. I wanted to chase after them, but then there was an explosion all of a sudden. And the entrance? Well, you can see for yourself, bud. I do not think that we are getting past this mess. I just wish we could find out what is happening on the other side. It's almost like we need to find a solution that means undoing what's been done. I don't know whether there are any shift crystals up here, but we'll check. The answer was no, not that one. And there we have it. Banger music, though, as long as you don't exclusively listen to Megalovania. Not that I know what that is. It's just a Touhou ripoff. Music and gameplay-wise, and the Mother franchise. V, sometimes I forget that you even know anything about video games. Help! I'm working on it. That was scary. Thanks for helping me. This is the Temple of Time. All the way out in the Lanayru province? Are you sure? Within it is the sacred Gate of Time made by the goddess. It's my job to patrol outside the temple. If you want to reach the Gate of Time, you will need to pass through that door. Huh? You need another way in? Well, Lanayru Mining Facility and the Temple of Time are connected underground. Lanayru Mining Facility is right here. Oh, goody. This map, it looks inaccurate. I'm going to fix it for you. Oh, yes, please, fix my inaccurate map for me. Raymond does as she pleases. Mother writing is witty and hilarious. Undertale just goes for the wholesomeness. So cheap. Yeah, again, kind of lost on me. I've always loved this area of the game. Really like the mechanic of switching from past to present. Reminds me of Oracle of Ages. It reminds me of Oracle of Ages in a way that isn't stupid. You guys might recall that I struggled with Ages. We are still eating chips? Jeez. Just hungry for chips, huh? I mean, if you'd like to put in that order for our pizza, he'd probably go for some of that. Let me text you the info that you need. There we go. Oh, you already ordered it. Okay. Sounds good. Mining facility is just ahead. He likes the barbecue chips. The Lay's barbecue chips. Report, Master Sarge. The map you possess corresponds to the actual terrain of this area with only 35% accuracy. The robot you met earlier modified your map to show past terrain that is now submerged below the sink sand. He sure did. That was the sound of something hitting the floor. Fair! I think we're gonna have to make an F-off fee command just for Melar. For no one else, just Melar. We'll just copy and paste it from yours. Well, this is our stop. I know that one particular game that Kyo is looking forward to from the Nintendo Direct is the Tales of Symphonia remastered that's coming out. That was one of those games that she brought to the marriage, but we had only gotten a little ways into it back on GameCube, like forever ago, and we never got around to finishing it. I got it on Steam, and we still haven't even touched it. But with it going to Switch, I can imagine we will probably end up playing it. Moon is also adding it. That is beautiful. Yeah, we'll get that added for you, Melar. No worries. Oh, sure. When I actually want the stupid thing, I killed it instead of... Yep. Came over here for the dragonfly, leaving in disappointment. That's one of those things that this channel could stand to have, I think, is voice commands that link to voice clips or audio clips. I've actually been playing with the idea of changing around some of the sound alerts that are available on here as well. Been feeling like some channel changes are maybe in order, just to kind of bring things up to date a little bit, perhaps. I would actually really like that 20 rupees if we can get to it. And we can't. It's gone. Master Sarge, I have information to report. I can confirm you will not be consumed by the sinking sand in your current position. I suggest verifying your location on the map. I suggest that you stop talking to me because I have it figured out already. Submerged path beneath the sink sand. It is possible to walk along a route above this path without submerging completely into the sink sand. Simulations suggest that placing beacons to... Wow, she really is dry. It's been that long. I've played so many games in the time that I've played this last... I hadn't realized how freaking dry she is. Oh my gosh. I recommend placing multiple beacons, which you are now conveniently going to give me, and I'm not going to use. So, seriously, go away. And she's even toned down in this? I'm struggling to remember how bad it was in the original then. Because I used to think it wasn't that bad. And apparently, I am mistaken. I spent 2 hours adding Yuri. It's really cursed. Ah, so much curse. So much cursed voice acting. Definitely not what I come for. Definitely not what I stay for either. But it's definitely something. Nearly 80 times. Nearly 80 times. Gosh. That one I'm gonna keep. Sorry, Melar, you don't get to have that second one. I love you to bits, but I have family members present that aren't particularly keen on bad language, so. power generator for the mechanism that opens the entrance to Lanayru mining facility. It won't budge until you activate the remote power nodes and set those 3 dials to access them correctly. Readings indicate that the materials used to construct the generator are also present in this area. You can now use your dowsing ability to locate them. Okay. I think this one I actually do need to use these. One in this direction. Oop. I love how we put these lit bomb flowers directly into our pocket. Such a smart decision, Link. That was just bad timing now, wasn't it? Oh, cool. I think it might be just a little too far. Was not worth it. What could possibly go wrong? I think we just found out what could possibly go wrong. But I think what you meant was what could possibly go wrong with tucking lit bombs into your pocket. Sudden serious dismemberment comes to mind, but, you know, I guess some people aren't terribly worried about that. Okay. Oh, don't worry, Fee. I remember this part. I don't need you to tell me. Ow. We figured it out. And I did it without Fee. You're trying to figure out how to configure the device to get you into the Lanayru mining facility. You look kind of suspicious. I probably shouldn't be telling you how to access the remote power nodes to enter the facility. And don't let me catch you stabbing or fiddling with this device. That was the best non-hint ever. But stabbing and fiddling is what I do best. Perfect. Were there any other impressive things? Noteworthy treasures, perhaps. Ow. As a matter of fact, there are. Check that out. I'm literally just blowing these extra things up, just in case. Just in case. Alright, Azzy, thanks you so much for dropping in tonight. You have a wonderful evening. Enjoy spending time with your wife. Have a nice meal. I'll chat with you later. Seem to recall we're gonna need an awful lot of those tumbleweeds, but I don't remember for what. And do I make him stop? You're his mom. You're the one that gets to answer that for yourself. Probably don't let him eat the entire bag, but but at some point he should probably eat something quote-unquote real. You've tried. Perfect response if I weren't his dad. Yeah, what can I say? I'm full of useless advice for my wife. Only chips and grapes. Gonna catch a few of these now while we can. Okay. Oh, shoot. How do we... like that. Okay. There to there? Yeah, here we go. That's not what I meant to do. And the freeze-dried strawberries. I want the net! Stop! There we go. Pretty sure there's a shortcut. Yeah, over here. Got it. I mean, Kyo, eventually he's gonna have to stop. And I suppose that if he just won't want pizza tonight, then that's more pizza for us. This is typical toddler behavior. They consume, 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 and then at other times they won't at all. Found some extra bombs. More about nutrition. Well, I mean, yes, nutrition is important, but he did eat vegetables recently, so it's not like he doesn't ever eat vegetables. If he has an evening like tonight where this is all he'll eat, but he eats vegetables other times, he will be fine. It's not like he's overweight. Hey, Sparkifer. How's the game going? It's going amazing. We are making progress in Lanera province now. Just got a few places to go, and then we will probably... I'm trying to decide. There might be enough time for the dungeon tonight, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that there's actually a real dungeon for this part right now either. It has been a while since I played this game, so I don't really remember all the details. How are you doing, Sparkifer? It's good to see you. Bye. Ow. Seriously. If you are guarding above you, me stabbing at you should not count. Heard some good old kid fun and food. Oh yeah. DLC apparently is getting his feast on with potato chips, grapes, and freeze-dried strawberries is the other thing. And not that he eats terribly all the time, it's just that today that seems to be the thing. So at what points do we stop our kid, or just let them consume what they're gonna consume? Hard to know. Oh, right, okay. I know what we're supposed to do here. I suspect that he's not gonna make it all the way across. Oh, no, he did. Perfect. Finally stopped. Sometimes I have one that just wants chips to totally get it. Yep, it do be like that sometimes. That's for sure. Oh, what? I didn't think you'd be able to get up here. Shows what I know. Sitting here chilling, working on my other computer. Oh, nice. Are you working on a build then, or what have you got going on as far as projects go? Perfect. Now we found an Elden ore chunk all the way out in Lanayru. Makes perfect sense. Come on. There we go. Okay, it's done. I just ended up reloading Windows because I think the last one was corrupted. So I just downloaded everything again. It's working great now, though. That's good. Yeah, I know how that is. This is actually a fresh build as well. Well, obviously I'm playing with a capture card for this, but yeah, my other computer, it was just getting real old. I had bought the thing back in like 2013, like January 2013. So within the last couple of months, I decided it was time to build. And this, you know, it's been a process trying to put everything more or less back the way that it was on the other build, or on the other computer, but it's a process, that's for sure. Don't really have anything on there but games. It was easy to do. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's always nice when those things go at least fairly smoothly. You don't have a lot to worry about. Now, for me, it was meticulous because I had to move all of my files and everything that I had on the other computer. This one, I have Windows installed onto a solid-state drive, like one should. But all my save information was still on the hard disk drive from the prior computer. And what I did was I loaded Windows onto the 250 gig solid-state drive. That doesn't offer a lot for this computer, but I still had to format the other hard drive so that I could take Windows off of it. And so that required doing backup restoring and making sure that everything goes in the right places, making sure that everything gets reinstalled correctly. So yeah, I get it. Was not the easiest of things to do. Oh hey, that lid's still on there. Welcome to the Sarge show. I'm just here being a goober as best I can be. Confused myself a little bit because I was still holding the Joy-Con in my hand, so I didn't realize I hadn't taken the lid off. So, yep, that one's permanent. Aw. Smart. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I really don't remember what all these bugs are for. I'm sure we'll figure it out though. Really? Yeah, I'm trying to get ahead of material collecting for later because I have this pretty bad habit of waiting to do a lot of the grindy stuff until much later in the game. So I'm just trying to make sure that we have as much as we need for this stuff ahead of time. Okay, we can take that. Oh, shoot. There we go. Alright. Let's go grab that amber as well. Hey, buddy, if you wanted to stop throwing boulders at me, I'd love that. So, Spark, how's life been for you? Streaming going okay? You've been enjoying the games you've got going on lately? I think I'm trying to remember what I saw you live with last. Was your last game? That wasn't Dead by Daylight that you were playing last, was it? Honestly, sometimes I get those notifications that you're going live, and I'm in the middle of wrangling my two-year-old, so I honestly am not entirely sure. Because I know you like a lot of the multiplayer games, like Dead by Daylight. Do I ever see you doing just a new new schedule because kids are in school? I guess I can't remember what I was playing. It's all good. Okay. So I remember I stopped in for Dead by Daylight that one time, and I know that I've seen you doing more of it, but I honestly don't know. You play some Apex, don't you? I think I've seen you live with Apex a time or two. All 3 remote power nodes have been activated. Please make your way to the power generator in front of Leneru mining facility. Wahoo! Melar, is the mining facility the dungeon in this area? Is that what's going on here? I'm trying to remember. I'm playing Apex Legends and got my capture card and the other PC to do some Switch stuff lately as well. Very nice. Yeah, that's what we got going on in here as well, is capture card. My last one was a USB 3.0, and it wasn't a bad one, but it was not the best. And I bought this internal Elgato capture card to replace the mirror box. And when I bought it, I put it into my PC. This was when I still had the old PC. It didn't work in that one. It actually caused Windows to crash. It was not great. So I was very miffed that I had bought this capture card that didn't work in my computer, and yeah, so I was very bummed out about that. But when we finally had determined that it was time to build, I was just ecstatic, because I'm like, I will finally be able to use the capture card that I bought. And I would say that a good majority of the games that I play are games that I play from console. I mean, as a Zelda gamer, as a Zelda streamer, having a capture card is definitely a must. Dungeon time! That's exactly how I imagined you saying that, Melar. Exactly like that. With total Yank accent and everything. Leneru mining facility. With tiny damn bugs and big damn bugs. And by bugs we mean scorpions. Kind of scorpions. So when we finish through the Zelda franchise playthrough, and we make it through Breath of the Wild, would you guys want to see some of the ROM hacks that I picked up, or would you be more interested in randomizers, more frequent randomizers? And possibly learning the speedrun. randomizers are better than ROM hacks any day. What if I told you I have some that are easier ROM hacks? Randomizer sounds cool. Yeah, because I've been trying to determine, like, what all I'm going to get into after we finish the Zelda streams. Because really, even after we finish Breath of the Wild, I don't think I'm going to be ready for this to really be over. Still randos. I think Mellar is weary of the return of a Nimpai's adventure. Curses be upon that game forever. And B has been hounding me for a pretty long time as well about learning to do a speed run. If I were to speedrun any of the Zelda games, it would definitely be Ocarina of Time, but I have never really intentionally tried a speedrun. I'd say that my fastest playtime through a game was about 6 hours, 53 minutes. I was keeping track when I was doing my 3-heart challenge, so I can tell you that no glitches, any percent speed run without having to cheat to get around or get into areas that you're not supposed to get into. Total was 6 hours, 53 minutes, 3-heart challenge, no death. What do you eat when you don't want to spend money and nothing in your home sounds good? I find ramen, because ramen always sounds good. Or a box of Kraft mac and cheese. That'll do it for me, too. Not gonna lie. And now a cereal bar. Being a black hole. I didn't know we had cereal bars still. I thought he ate his last one. Oof. Beans and sausage on toast. You know, so we were at Evermore this last weekend, which was a spectacular time. And one of the quests, we were trying to find out what this particular NPC, quest giver's favorite food was. And we found it to be beans with toast. And that sounded very odd to me, personally. But here Mellar is saying that beans and sausage on toast is like a delight. Maybe it's just because I don't really like beans. I like refried beans, but I don't particularly care for beans. It's not a love I have. Can we... No? Okay. Then I'm not entirely sure what the point of these are. It's a struggle meal, but it's amazing. And that's kind of where I'm at with some of my suggestions as well. I had that yesterday, really? Oh, there was one cereal bar left on the top. That's good to know. With an omelet. Baked beans are elite. Not the biggest fan of beans, but baked beans are good. Hate beans except baked beans. Yeah, you see, and it's never been a love for me, so. It's one of those things that in most cases, I will eat beans if it's there, unless it's chili. The thing about chili to me, it smells so great but it doesn't taste anything like how my brain processes it should taste. And so it just ends up being kind of obnoxious. So therefore, I always say that chili tastes like lies to me, because it doesn't ever taste as good as it smells. And I'm always just disappointed. There's been a time or two at my last job that we would do potlucks, and one of my coworkers would always bring in a pot of chili. Now, this pot of chili, it would permeate the room, and it smelled so good. And it'd make me so hungry. I'm like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Maybe this time I'll be wrong about chili. Like, I keep hoping that one of these times I will be wrong about chili, but I never am. And every time I take a spoonful, I'm just kind of like, you still don't taste anything like the way I smell, or the way that you smell. The way I perceive you to smell is so different. But I hear people rant and rave about chili, and just like, oh yeah, this award-winning chili is family recipe, yada yada yada. You know, you've never had chili until you've had my chili, and I'm just like, I will take you up on that bet. I will absolutely take you up on that bet, because if you can make chili that I love, I will. You know, if somebody can please convert me to the way of chili, please. Think about your uncle's recipe. Huge mix of things, I can't remember it all, but it's basically baked beans, barbecue sauce, bacon, salsa, and mustard. I'm not really a fan on mustard, to be completely honest, but hey, I'd try it. If you put it in front of me, I'll try it. I'm kind of the person that will try anything at least once. I haven't had an opportunity to try escargot. It doesn't really sound super appealing, and I don't really like the idea of eating bugs. I probably draw the line at eating bugs and the obvious of eating people. That's definitely a no-no. But but no, if somebody please show me the error of my ways with chili. He's walking on his toes. You know, he doesn't always walk on his toes, though. I think sometimes he does it to be funny, or because he enjoys walking on his toes, but it's not a constant for him. Well, you explode on contact, if I'm remembering correctly. Put like a pound of mayo on my sandwich and drop a mustard, and I'll tell you, and you'll taste as the mustard. Yeah. I'm gonna encourage you to go kaboom. I think it's just the thing that kids like to do. As they develop, they begin realizing that they can do things that require a little finer dexterity or acrobatics. And so they kind of like to practice on that, I think. Because I can remember as a kid that sometimes I would enjoy walking on my toes as well. So, but you know, it's like a lot of people say you're not supposed to let your kids walk on their toes, but I think really the problem is if it's something that you find that they are doing constantly, and if it's what they're doing instead of normal walking, then yeah, that would probably be a problem. But I don't know. I'm not particularly worried about the fact that he periodically likes to walk around on his toes. How do we... I want to say that we run it. I was wrong. Yeah, I can be pretty iffy on mustard as well. That's it's not something I love. Oh, I see. Okay. I can probably stand to be a little closer to that. Hello? Bless you, Kyo. Alright, we just made this place interesting. Complete with Beamos. Boom. Oh, shoot. It moves a lot more quickly than I was thinking it was. When you're trying out a brand new game, does it ever feel to you like some of the enemies are almost like super challenging? You don't really know how you're supposed to get around them, or maybe you see the solution, but you're still kind of nervous about having to go through them, even though you know how to beat them. And then, as you replay a game, find that they're not really nearly as bad as you thought they were. So I feel like that happens to me a lot. I remember thinking a long time ago that these Beamos were kind of annoying to have to deal with, but that was a very long time ago as well. So I'm thinking to myself now, how did I ever think that these things were difficult? But you see, the same thing happens to me with Dark Souls as well. Sometimes with some of those enemies in Dark Souls, the first couple of times that I've encountered certain enemies in Dark Souls, they just destroy me, and like I have this learning curve of having to try and get through them, and then later as I encounter them again, I'm just like, why did I think you were hard? I just feel like that happens a lot to me. Whoops. Why on earth are you blocking that? Gosh. It didn't like Armos. For some reason, it thought that Armos was either racially or religiously insensitive. That was certainly a overly sensitive auto mod. Yeah, it was. That's a very odd one. Struggle with the Armos in this game the first time I played it. Absolutely destroy them on subsequent playthroughs. Right? So it's not just me then. It's like the solution to killing them is actually really quite obvious, and they're not really that difficult to beat. But for some reason, they just seemed so much more difficult at the time. Gotta be careful around them Armos fanatics, right? Do you have a moment to spare to discuss, or to talk about our good Lord and Savior, Armos? I guess these ones are actually Beamos, not Armos, but the point remains. Always at war with the Legos, fanatics. I don't remember if there's any real reason to needing to kill all of these, all these enemies off. I don't think so. Other than the sake of having them out of the way. Oh, really, dude? Jelly blob. Let's go grab that. They're just annoying. Fair enough. Now that we have the what they call it, the Gust Bellows? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Gust Bellows. Now that we have the Gust Bellows, we can go and clean Pippet's mom's house, and I mean that in the least dirty way possible. I don't really remember what the reward for doing that is either. At least 30 because you're gonna clean it. 20 rupees, but you need to do it more than once. She gives you gratitude crystals if you do it often enough, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you clean the house a few times, that she gives you gratitude crystals. There has to be another reason why we did that. Yeah. Waiter serves. Memory remembers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mellar with the technicalities. I don't know if we actually need to go this way. I think this is just to create a shortcut. Go away. Say my name. Oh, you just did. Yeah, I was at work earlier today when I was messaging Mellar and Moon, and I put them both in group chats together so that we could discuss discuss our randomizer coming up next week. And the verbiage I used, I said that I thought we would discuss the particulars of our randomizer for next week. And, of course, Mellar, being the smartass that he is, says, particulars. Alright, looks like we're done here. I just about laughed out loud, which would have been all the better, considering that I was at work and not supposed to really be texting a lot. And now pizza. Who can turn down pizza? Let's be fully honest. Dang right, I'll say your name. Oh my. Now, just so that we're all clear, this is very different from name calling. Name saying is not the same thing as name calling. Not looking forward to the diaper. Maybe we'll get lucky and it won't hit him until tomorrow morning when it's not our problem. With any luck. No, now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking there is something in that other room that we missed. So here we go, back again. At least they're gonna give me all the jelly blobs I could ever ask for. You already changed to doozy? That is the way it goes. That's not the tool I want. That is also not the tool I want. Go away! Oh, wait. How'd you come back so quickly? Go away. I'm just having one of those nights where we get to ask DLC, where are you putting it all? Hollow leg much? Okay. Shoot. Off me. I said off of me! Okay, so there is something that we need to do here. What is that something? Oh, hey. There's another door over here. Mom kisses are magic? Aww. He is growing up and getting to be so smart. But yes, that means that he is also at that magic age where mommy kisses start becoming magical too. Aha. I think we're almost where we need to go. Cool. Now we have an entirely different kind of enemy to deal with. Oh goody, they can move. Try that again. Goodbye. Just a shame about that red rupee. I would have loved to have had it. Oh. Slice, slice, and stab. The best way to deal with anything. Remember that the next time I have a difficult customer. Slicing and stabbing. Yes, that is the key to great customer service. Nobody can leave you a bad review if there is nobody to leave you a bad review. Good gouse. They are really liking these enemies. Ugh. There we go. One. Ow. Come on. Perfect. Sometimes while playing this game, I think to myself, Link, how could you possibly be exhausted after just this small amount of work that you did here? Then I consider everything that he has to do without being able to take a rest. And then I feel a little less like he's wussy in this game. Like, how is it you only run so far before your stamina runs out? Well, did you also happen to take into consideration how many times I have to pull up my entire body weight and all of my equipment, too? Fair enough. Fair enough, Link. We'll leave you alone this time. But in this one, you can rest. Very true. But when was the last time that you had to pick up your own body weight and a whole load of equipment as well? Hello. And now we get to deal with the Armos. And I got out of bed this morning. What were you doing with a whole load of equipment? Oh. We're taking it there. I see. I see. You know what I meant. At long last, we found the dungeon map, now that we are most of the way through this dungeon. Thank you. That is mighty, mighty helpful. That is so incredibly helpful, because we totally were just lost without that map. We totally needed it. At least we have a way through here now. You have now gone through every room, so your natural map is filled. Congrats, I shall reward you with a map. Alright, that's exactly what they did. I missed something about this room. What did I miss? Ah, hello. And suddenly the map is necessary. I don't remember if this is horribly important, but I guess we'll find out. Well, between that and the monster jelly, I would say that was definitely well worth our time. Alright, but we gotta see if we can get through this fairly quickly. I've got about 43 minutes left. I think we can finish this dungeon in that time. Fairly certain, anyway. The treasure we got was an ornamental skull. It was a golden ornamental skull, I should say. You're just here to show me the way, are you? Why, thank you for that. That doesn't do anything to you, does it? Ah. There were offshoots to the venture we're exploring. That's what was that comment of? Well, I mean, the offshoots weren't really, they didn't go anywhere else. They're just dead ends. Like this one. You know, this does not offer a lot of room to turn around. It's kind of impressive that he can. Ooh, a rupee. We picked up a Greg. Don't question Link's semi-liquid state. I mean, we're all just water, right? Amongst other things, but a lot of water. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've actually been in the mood lately for playing some Mario games as well. How would you guys feel about seeing Mario on this channel? I think the idea is that we're supposed to be using the Guspelos to figure out how to safely maneuver around the room. Yeah, there might be treasure in here too. Now does that stay depressed? Also, what other goodies are there in here? Inquiring minds wish to know. Are there any? You know what doesn't make sense? We push all of this sand around. We blow it away, but this is a closed room, so it really should be landing somewhere else instead of just disappearing. So where is all the sand going to? Oh, cool. Off to bed, Mellar? Sounds great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know that you stay up way past your bedtime just to hang out with me, so I appreciate you. All the love. I will chat with you through the week. I very likely might show up for your streams on, well, Friday's stream, since my D&D plans have completely fallen through, or just about completely fallen through. So I shall see you on Friday. Have a great night, and we'll chat with you through the week. He stayed up for both of us. How about that? Whoa. Get up. Big one. Perfect. Okay. Now that we're mostly dead, we'll fix that. Oh, you know what? There was actually a few more things that we could do. Why don't we... Nope. Not that. actually a little amazed that that's still registered, because that was way late. Hey, nice. For when you need the platform to come to you a little bit more quickly than it is currently going. Looks like there should be a treasure chest up this way. Ah, have to grab that a little later. At the moment, I kind of want to see if I can get that one that was sitting in the other room. I know we're pressed for time, but I have a thing about leaving behind treasure. I don't like to do it. So let's see if we can get that. It's especially difficult for me to leave it behind when I know that we won't be back here at any point either. Let's see. Is that really not going to hit from here? There we go. Perfect. Oh. Perfect. Just wander off. I forget sometimes that in order to jump, you literally have to be pressing the dash button, B. You have to be holding it down if you want to actually jump. Otherwise, you just make a small leap. Aw, all that effort for a monster horn? Well, there are some things that are far less pleasant. Alright, so we got that taken care of, and now we can head back to the top of here. Before we do that, I think we're actually supposed to go this way. Wonder what's in that door. Oh, possibly our way forward. Yeah, it's looking mighty way forward-y to me. Huh, okay. Love how all of them just leap to their death. Oh, shoot. I love how I just put myself in the path to be thrown off the edge, too. Super smart. Pro moves. Actually, I need to recover stamina first. Alright. Electrified keys. Wonderful. Who doesn't love electrified keys? We are absolutely winning here, B. Positively 100%. Ooh, nice. Alrighty. What's for snacking? Well, as soon as we're finished with this dungeon, it's pizza night. So I will be having pizza. Can't speak for whatever you're having, though. Pizza! I don't know, I almost feel like you'd have to be clinically insane to not like pizza. Pizza's just so wonderful. And there's a pizza type for just about anybody. Let's go down here. I'd like to see what's down here first. You already had meatballs. Mito bolo spaghetti. Spaghetti sounds good too. No, I still have, actually, we still have a lasagna I need to eat. We'll work that into the dinner plans this week, perhaps. Locked. Nice. Took your suggestion, made some ramen, except I did the soy sauce flavor. Scrambled eggs in it. Nice. I like putting, Kyo's the one that usually does up my ramen for me, but she likes to put poached eggs in it for me. That is superb. Wasabi ramen. Sounds interesting. I can't say I've ever had wasabi ramen. The only thing I've really had wasabi on is sushi. I could go for sushi. Oh, you want to go, do you, punk? Hey guys, get a load of this. This guy wants to go. Rip. Pretty expertly placed. Literally just one push and all of a sudden it becomes a shortcut. Now, if we're doing this right, this should be our number one. Oh, I see. We just need to shoot them in the right order. And that makes 3. Now, I'm assuming that it's straight across. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Yeah. That's what we like. Good. There we go. One down. Ah! Heck. There we go. And that, imagine the gusty pot for hot days. Oh, that was so nice. See, that's the thing about if you live somewhere where it's dry, like it is here, yeah, having something like that to just blow on you on a day when it's over 100 degrees, perfect. Except V, you get to claim the title of hottest region, I think, or one of the hottest regions, because I know it gets hotter where you're at than it does here. I think we can actually just go down. I forgot a treasure. And now I'm asking myself, how much does that matter? You're talking Celsius. Let me think. I think that's like 120 Fahrenheit, right? Yeah, it's pretty hot. We don't get 120. I don't think we've ever really had 120 up this far north. We do in the southern part of the state, but not up here. I don't know, it's you Americans. Hey, I didn't ask to be made to use the Fahrenheit system. That's what I was taught, okay? No, and it's great because I have plenty of online friends who all use Celsius, and I kind of have an idea of where things are at, generally, but I forget. Oh, hey, but if we go the other way, we can go and claim that treasure we didn't get. I got time. Let's do it. 40 Celsius is only 104 Fahrenheit. Oh, okay. Yes, we have had hotter than that. I mean, we've been up to what? I think we were hitting days of 114 last year, right? I dare say it was probably up 104 only a couple weeks ago, so. Alright. So now that we've officially exhausted all of the treasure from this place, it's time to see about getting ourselves out. Oh, let's save the game. More treasures! We need all the treasure. Giving F's for weather. Oh. My heart. It's happened, guys. I'm officially associated with the video game controller by my kiddo. That's so cute. Yes, we did have rain today, and that was pretty nice. The controller is daddy now. We've been playing Dark Souls together. He's really kind of enjoys that, actually. I think he just associates the controller with me because of how much time we spend with him watching me while he's sitting on my lap. The controller is daddy now. Man, this game has taken me a lot longer than a lot of the other ones did. If this is session 4, and we're only maybe coming up to maybe a third of the game so far, maybe. Yeah, this is taking us a good while. Hello. Let's go. 1,000-year arachnid, Mulderak. Hit him once. Hit him twice. Yikes. Oh dear. Nope. I think I was supposed to stab him in the face when I had the chance. Oh dear. There we go. I'm gonna include Hyrule Warriors in this playthrough. I have thought about it. If we do Hyrule Warriors, it will probably be a, it'll probably be after we finish Breath of the Wild. But, as some of you guys know, the sequel for Breath of the Wild was confirmed release date May 12th, 2023. And that doesn't give us very much time to finish the series up, if we're being completely honest. Finishing Skyward Sword HD may take us a few weeks. If I find that we're falling too far behind, I might take away the variety night and just double down on Zelda streams again. We'll see what happens. I don't really want to do that because I was very excited about putting variety back in. But, and there may be just the possibility that we'll wait to do the sequel until a later point as well. So maybe I'm trying to decide if I would be streaming that immediately after or upon its release and try to be ready for that, or if I would just want to wait. Nowadays, family quality time. We definitely do bond over controllers with this family. That's, to be completely honest, Kyo's and my first conversation was about Final Fantasy VII. So we are gamers. It's just who we are. Fried scorpion. You know, I think I would try a fried scorpion if presented the opportunity. Ah. We're not gonna be able to reach with that. Try the beetle. At some point we get a modification so this thing can go zippy too. Because neither Hyrule Warrior games are technically canon. I mean, you just have this, Link Between Worlds, and if you feel brave, Triforce Heroes, and then Breath of the Wild, and then you're done. Well, I wish that we could skip Triforce Heroes, if we're being completely honest, but then we wouldn't be able to say that we've played them all. I have never played Triforce Heroes, so at the very least, I would like to give it an honest shot. But if I end up hating it, then, you know, I probably would just end up moving on to Breath of the Wild. But we'll see when we get to that point. And I thought that we've actually had this discussion before, that the Hyrule Warriors, the latest Hyrule Warriors game is actually canon. Contradicts stuff established in Breath of the Wild. I thought that was the point of it, though. Oh, goody, this punk again. Impa! Impa be cool. Your Grace, quickly, to the gate. Sarge! Sarge, here, you'll need this where you're going. Cool. Got a harp. Got a lyre, actually. Got the goddess harp. Go, now! What's Nintendo's official statement with the Age of Calamity? Sarge. Go! You have my thanks. I will leave him to you. Sarge. You must go now. Return to the old woman at the sealed grounds. Tell her what happened here. She'll know where you must go. I'll see you again. This isn't goodbye, Sarge. I promise. That's the fandom site. What does official source say? Now you've done it, Sarge. I blame myself. I should have reprimanded you the last time we met, but instead, I was soft. I take pleasure in punishing you, but I have no time for a reaction. But next time, I'll do more than just beat you senseless. I'll make the affair so excruciating you'll deafen yourself with the shrill sound of your own screams. That's pretty intense. A report master. I can no longer detect Zelda's aura. The moment the gate was destroyed, Zelda's presence disappeared from my readings. You can no longer search for her with your dowsing ability. Zelda's companion instructed you to meet with the Ancient One in the sealed grounds. This corresponds with the records in my memory. I propose that we travel to the sealed temple. Grab the rupees. Personally, I need to play Age of Calamity before I make any kind of real decision on it for myself, because I did know that it contradicts the canon from what's in Breath of the Wild, and I was going to wait to play it until after my next playthrough of Breath of the Wild as well. Ooh. And this is why we go digging for stuff, buddy. Yeah. Found these ants and some Ember Relic and all sorts of good stuff. No official stance on its canonicity. However, since it has directly contradicts what Nintendo has confirmed as canon, can only state that it would therefore be non-canon or alternate timeline universe. I don't know. It's, I know that Nintendo had a lot more direct hand with the creation and development for, Age of Calamity. And I was under the impression that it was therefore considered to be canon. Darn it. What? You made it inside? You mean to say that there is a secret passage that I did not know about? Why did you not tell me, bud? I was just about to give up and go home when I heard this huge crash. I rushed back to find that the way had been cleared. I'm going to explore inside. I have to go back to the sealed ground soon, so it looks like I'm going to be busy. They did do Link's crossbow training. Okay, guys. Current time is now 7:29 p.m. It is time to wrap this up, so we do not have time for anything further tonight. I don't really remember what comes next, aside from going to the sealed grounds. I think we're going to have a little encounter of sorts there, but I don't really have all the details. So I'm really not sure what Tuesday brings. But in any case, I think, like I said, I'm like 60% certain at the moment that we will end up doing a God of War stream on Friday night instead of what I was originally thinking I was going to be doing. So, when I know for sure that that's what's happening, I will confirm it on my Discord server. And again, for those who aren't part of the Discord server, please click the link to join. That is where I post all of my schedulings, which sometimes, as you guys know, is kind of irregular. I try to stream on Tuesdays and Fridays, Tuesdays being the Zelda stream, Fridays being a variety. But sometimes, you know, as life changes happen or just things come up, I don't have a guarantee on my schedule. So if you'd like to keep up on when I will actually be live, please join the Discord server, because that's where I update most often. And then if there are any VODs that you'd like the opportunity to go back and see, including prior playthroughs, I am starting to collect everything on my YouTube page. So please join on the YouTube page if there's previous sessions that you missed out on that you were interested in seeing, or just to provide additional support to the channel, you can do so there as well. At current, there is not anybody that is live that I wish to give a raid to, so I'll just close in saying thank you guys so very much for coming and hanging out with me for Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This has been real fun. I'm really enjoying this one. I'm looking forward to picking up on this again next Tuesday. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys again Friday night as well for some God of War, the 2018. Because that is also definitely piquing my interest. Alright guys, so until then, have a great week. Stay hydrated. And stay safe, as always. And peace until then.